The silliest towns in the world. Are you ever interested in what it's like to live in a town where everything seems strange? What if I told you there are places where the names are really funny, the customs make you scratch your head, and the things you see every day are stranger than fiction? These places will make you think about what you thought you knew about the world. Hell. The small, unincorporated town of Hell, Michigan, in Livingston County, has taken pride in its strange name, in a way that is both funny and true to the community. Hell has a scary name, but it's actually a cute and interesting place where tourists can have fun doing things like shopping for gifts with hell-themed themes, eating at Hell Saloon, or even getting married in hell. The town puts on unique events like the Run Through Hell race every year and has fun Halloween celebrations. People can even get their letters stamped Hell, Michigan, which makes it a fun place to go if you want to say you've been to hell and back. Canada's Dildo, Newfoundland, and Labrador. The next place on the list is Dildo, a tiny community of about 1,200 residents in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. Though its humorous moniker makes people laugh and raise eyebrows, nobody really knows where dildo came from. Some speculate that it originated from a particular kind of nautical pin that was used on ships, while others think it was a colloquial name that just persisted over time. Like in Hell, the people of Dildo have accepted the name of their town. Visitors swarm to the region to snap pictures with the town sign. And there's even a dildo brewing company where they can sip on beers brewed locally. The mayor of the town even offered Jimmy Kimmel the honorary title of Mayor of Dildo in jest once, when the comedian during one of his performances expressed interest in the town's unusual name. Australia's Coober Pedy. Australia is home to Coober Pedy, a place unlike any other, in addition to its wide deserts, rough terrain, and unique animals. Coober Pedy, a town in South Australia, is well known for two things. It's the world's centre for opal mining, and the majority of its houses are underground. White Man's Hole is how the Aboriginal word Coober Pedy, which gives rise to the name Coober Pedy, originates. Since summertime, temperatures can reach 40-50 degrees Celsius, 104-122 degrees Fahrenheit, the locals have long since concluded that living underground is the best way to stay cool. Thus, they chiseled out houses, cathedrals, and even motels from the subterranean rock. These dugout lodging options allow visitors to Coober Pedy to experience the peculiar yet intriguing way of life of the area. The town's quirky appeal is further enhanced by the well-known sequences from the film Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome*, which were shot here. Sexual Relations, Pennsylvania, USA. Intercourse is a little charming Pennsylvanian village that is tucked away in the heart of Amish country, and its name never fails to draw curiosity. Although the town's name may evoke images of mischievous behavior, its roots are far more modest. When cross keys was first used, the name Intercourse was finally chosen in 1814. The town's intercourse or camaraderie among its citizens, as well as the fact that it stood at the intersection of two important roadways, are theories held by historians. Though the name may elicit chuckles, Intercourse is a quaint, kid-friendly community with lovely Amish farms, artisan stores, and a relaxed vibe. Take rides in buggies, visit neighborhood markets, and experience a little bit of the straightforward Amish way of life. The town's sleepy streets were given a touch of Hollywood glamour when it was featured in Harrison Ford's film *Witness*. China's Hallstatt. Not only is one of the most bizarre places on this list well known by its name, but it's also well known for being a replica. A little town in China called Hallstatt was inspired by the idyllic Austrian village of Hallstatt. Built in Guangdong province in 2012, the Chinese version is a perfect replica of its Austrian cousin, right down to the picturesque lake, quaint buildings, and even the recognizable church steeple. Austria's Hallstatt is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, renowned for its awe-inspiring landscape and rich history dating back millennia. Many Austrians were astonished to see the Chinese counterpart of Hallstatt unveiled, but the town has since grown in popularity as a travel destination on its own. Anyone who has visited the actual Hallstatt will find it an odd experience to stroll through an almost identical village in China, with the language spoken being the sole difference. USA, Roswell, New Mexico. Fans of UFOs and mysteries related to extraterrestrial life should definitely visit **Roswell***. When an enigmatic spacecraft crash-landed on a neighboring property in 1947, this little New Mexico hamlet gained international attention. Conspiracy theorists have long maintained that it was an alien spaceship, despite the US military's prompt claim that it was a weather balloon. Roswell is proud of its status as a UFO hotspot. The International UFO Museum now stands in the town, and every summer the UFO Festival brings in tourists from all over the world. The festival includes a vibrant parade, talks by UFO researchers, and contests for alien costumes. The town's strange and otherworldly atmosphere is enough to make it one of the funniest and creepiest places in the world, even though the truth behind the Roswell incident is still up for question. Batman, Turkey. The news that Batman exists and isn't located in Gotham City may thrill fans of the Caped Crusader. Though its name suggests a nod to the comic book character, the Batman River is the source of the town's name, which is found in southeast Turkey. The town has continued to captivate followers of the Dark Knight, despite the fact that the river's name is taken from an antiquated unit of measurement. It's interesting to note that the mayor of Batman, Turkey, gained notoriety in 2008 when he threatened to sue Christopher Nolan, the filmmaker of The Dark Knight, and Warner Bros. For allegedly borrowing the town's name without permission. Even though the lawsuit was never resolved, it enhanced the town's eccentric reputation. To capitalize on the name that makes this Turkish town so famous, visitors may even get items with Batman themes at neighborhood stores. Denmark is boring. Boring in Denmark is anything but drab despite its name. In fact, the quirky name of this tiny community of only a few hundred people draws in interested travelers. It's called Boring. The town's name doesn't really describe the vibe there. It's a small, quiet community in a rural part of Denmark, where people live in slower motion and find beauty in the ordinary. Due to its association with another American town named Dull, Scotland, which has an equally unusual name, Boring has gained some notoriety. The Australian town of Bland is a member of the unofficial League of Extraordinary Communities, which these two communities have founded together. This trio of bizarrely named locations across the world has inspired many jokes and visits from tourists seeking a little irony and fun. French Polynesia's Disappointment Islands. The Disappointment Islands are notorious for their moniker, despite the fact that numerous islands in the Pacific are renowned for their natural beauty and picturesque settings. The islands are in French Polynesia, and British explorer John Byron gave them names in 1765, after his party saw nothing interesting there. These islands weren't the lush tropical paradises that we typically associate with Polynesia. Instead, they were dry, scarcely populated, and lacking in the resources that the explorers had come looking for. The islands do have an austere beauty, with rocky cliffs, turquoise waters, and isolated seclusion that would appeal to anyone looking for an adventure off the main road, despite the dismal initial impression. Still, the moniker has endured, rendering these islands a hilarious tourist destination in addition to a topographical mystery. Denmark's Middelfart. Middelfart is another charmingly named Danish town that sounds to English speakers like the aftermath of a bad episode of flatulence. Nonetheless, the derivation of the name Middelfart is quite legitimate. It derives from the Old Norse terms meithil, middle, and far, passage, signifying the town's position by a strait where ships would cross. Even with its harmless connotation, the town's name makes tourists happy. The quaint seaside hamlet of Middelfart has a long history of trading and fishing. Discover its picturesque harbors, engage in outdoor pursuits like whale watching, or just have a good chuckle by snapping a picture of the town's sign. Maryland, USA, Accident. Not to be outdone, Accident is a small American town in Maryland that got its name from a surveying mistake. Two persons were each granted land in the region in the 18th century, and coincidentally, their stories crossed over. The oddball moniker of the town has persisted ever since the ensuing accident. Accident is a charming little town with less than 500 residents, beautiful scenery, and a charming historical past. The town's close-knit culture and serene environs make it a great destination to visit, despite the name's unintended origins. Perhaps you'll even come across a bumper sticker that says, "I survived accident, Maryland." These towns from hell to accident show that a name may be more than just a designation. In certain cases, it can open doors to an interesting past, an oddball local way of life, or simply a good giggle. The world is full of delightful surprises, both in name and spirit. This is evident whether you visit the rough and tumble Coober Pedy, meander through the charming streets of Intercourse, or snap selfies in Dildo. These funny towns are a great way to remind yourself of this. So why not go to one of these oddly named locations the next time you're making travel plans? Tales to take with you will be as memorable as the names themselves when you depart. Want more fun and quirky adventures to the strangest places on Earth? Hit that subscribe button and join us as we explore the world's most unique and bizarre destinations every week.